Hey, forever beautiful. Thanks for coming back, checking me out, y'all. And yes, I'm not in my usual spot because I don't want to be. Okay, it's cozy back here. It's comfortable. Anywho, so this is gonna be another story time, y'all. But before we get into it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you're privy to every single video that I upload, y'all. Okay, now this video is really common sense. Okay, I think it is anyway. Some may or may not agree, but I'm saying it anyway. Now, we are talking about happiness, y'all. Happiness. Okay. It should already be here. But for some reason, people feel like if they accumulate things, people, or whatever that is, that's going to make them happy, you know. I've heard multiple people say multiple times in multiple situations, oh, if I had a man, I would be so happy. Man, I just need me a beautiful young lady. I'm going to be so happy. If I had a kid, if I had X amount of dollars, if I had this dream job, if, I would be so happy. It's not true. If you don't already have that here, I don't care what you accumulate, what you come across, or what it is that you think you're going to gain in order to be happy. It makes zero sense. Do you hear me? It don't make no sense. So let's think about this. Let's just entertain this for a minute. If you are already happy, right? And you come across somebody that I'm talking about you are just ecstatic about, you know, and you're going to enjoy them, you're going to have a good time, and, I'm sure all is good in the world, right? But then, what about when things start going downhill? Because you never want it to happen, but if things start going downhill, I mean, what you going to be saying at that point? Man, I'm depressed, I'm miserable, I'm this, I'm that, and all of that. Why? Because you don't have that. Why is it because of them that you feel like this now? Because you said if you had them, you would be so, so happy. I mean, you can't have it both ways. You know what I mean? We're going to have to learn how to accept what it is that we already have going on, okay? And be who we already are. Now, again, if you are already happy and you come across somebody, first of all, they can add to your happiness. They can add to your sadness. They can add to your wealth. They can take from your wealth. But see, if you are already content here, if you are already satisfied here, if you are already happy here, nobody can take any of that away from you. They just cannot. You'll be like, oh, well, well, things happen. That's life. And you're going to keep it moving. And you still going to be happy about it. You're not going to appreciate the situation, but you still going to be happy. You know why? Because you were already happy without it. I love to tell people, listen, you cannot enhance my life, and you definitely can't take anything from it. Okay? You can't. I'm not going to allow it. Nobody should. Nobody wants to be sick. Let me tell you a situation. Let me just give y'all an example. So one time, everybody had little situationships or whatever, right? So I had a situationship before, and you know, I was so crazy about this man, and he was crazy about me, right? Yeah, some circumstances happened, blah blah blah, and it was a situationship, so it wasn't that long, but some things occurred and came about, and nobody knew this. Um, well, I didn't know immediately. It was some talk of some stuff, and if they were going to get some things done, blah blah blah. I ain't gonna get too much into that because that's not my business. Was I a part of this situation? Absolutely. So what I can say is things kind of went in a different direction, and I was happy for him because it was an opportunity for him to do some things, blah, 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 to advance and all of that. Now, I wasn't happy about that. Okay. It bothered me. And I'm talking about to a point where I was not myself, you know. I just wasn't. Now, I like to think that I am a happy go lucky person all the time, but you don't know when it's going to be something that's going to come around and it's going to be like, dang, huh, you either going to be able to function or you not. Now, in my situation, I don't think I was happy. I'm a happy person, but I don't think I was happy before he came along. So at that point, I'm talking about it messed me up, y'all. It really messed me up. And I'm talking about I couldn't function for a while. You know, it took me some time to get myself back in order before I was able to function properly. Do you hear me? And I had one of my friends, and she was like, "You good? You good?" And she kept asking every day, and she would check on me every single day. She was like, "You good? You good?" I was like, "Not for real." And she was like, "You don't look like you good either." And this is somebody that I hung out with, and kicked it with all the time. I'm talking about every single day, even though it wasn't a long period of time. Look, a long period of time um, that we did. She was working, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. But she would check on me because she know I wasn't good. She was like, "I'm not used to seeing you like this," and I said, "I know. I'm not used to being like this." So it affected me for sure. But guess what? It took me some time to get back to me. But once I realized what this was and that's how it was going to be, then guess what? I was able to get back to myself. Now, there's other situations where you've been in relationships and, you know, it's like you check out mentally first, right? And then it's like it's easy to step away after that. Now, those other situations or relationships, it's like, no, I'm too involved. I'm too engaged. I'm tapped in, and it might be a little more difficult. But some relationships I can just walk away from and I bounce back very quickly, very easily. Okay. And then it was others that was like, oh well. And then it was others, you're like, man, you couldn't. You couldn't, you know. But if you are happy, and I'm talking about always happy here, always, always happy here, right? Then you're gonna always be happy. I don't care what the situations are. It might take you a little bit of time, but you'll get it back together. You will get it together. You're gonna get back on track, and you're gonna be able to move like you were used to moving. Okay? So people, please stop saying, man, if I just had this, if I had my dream car, oh, if I had this job, oh, if I had this, I would be so happy. That's not going to make you happy. Because, I mean, what's going to happen after those things don't work for you no more? What you going to do? You got to always be happy. Anywho, I'm just saying, y'all. I don't think I can speak no more to this. I don't think I can. But I can talk some more, which is going to bring me to a double upload, y'all. So I shall return. See you for the next one. Bye.